Good morning, YouTube. So, not feeling good. Sinuses are jacked up. Trips into my chest every time. So I had someone on Facebook ask about a ported throttle body, and he said, should he do it? My reply was, no, not unless you're going to go to the dyno or to the drag strip to figure out if it has a positive or negative gain. There's a lot of bolt-on parts out there that they claim certain things. I'm going to tell you, if you're doing a whole exhaust system, headers, catless, free-flowing, and you're not hitting the dyno, it's a negative effect, guaranteed. The car is going to sound louder, but not unless you hit the dyno are you going to really know did that make any improvement. And then it may need to have some things changed to make that exhaust system get you back to your power level or at its maximum efficiently. Same thing with cold air intakes. I watched someone do I think it was on TV years and years and years ago with a Honda Civic stock. They put a short ram or cold air intake on and a catback exhaust, and they hit the dyno and the power level was down, and they were like, wink, 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 wink. Oh, well, obviously this didn't do anything other than hurt the vehicle, so they had to go in there and tune it just to get it back to where it was, and there was literally nothing improved other than potentially the sound, depending on who listens to it. So throttle body spacer, throttle calibrators. I would say, everybody wants a bolt instant power on. If it doesn't come with a flash programmer or says, you should hit the dyno, or you should hit your engine tuner, or you should hit the drag strip and see what's going on. And if you see that your car has less performance and more noise, then you need a tuner. Same thing with wheels and tires. Your vehicle was only designed to be so efficient with a certain size wheel and tire and weight. Once you change that rotating mass to larger, which is the most popular thing to do, there goes your gas mileage. Can a tuner compensate for some of that? They may be able to. Guys that go really, really big, they got to change the gear ratio and see what the hell's going on. So I would say with a colder thermostat potentially work. Typically colder engines make a lot more power. If you ever started your car up on a cold day, like in the teens, and get it and not drive it, just get it, start it up, and then drive it, you could feel how much more power is actually in that throttle response, because the pistons are cold, the cylinder heads are cold, the valves are cold, and that cold, dense air and that charge is so volatile. And then as soon as the engine gets a temperature, you can feel that it's flat. You may or may not. I'm telling you, that's a fact there. Cold, dense air, cold cylinder engines make more power. Most guys don't run their engines at the racetrack that are high power when they're cold, because they don't want anything to fracture or break. So bolt-ons, I'd be careful. I know everybody wants to throw every bolt-on they can at their car and then not hit the dyno. I'm going to say you need a tuner, you need a dyno, you need some ETs, ported throttle body, larger throttle body. But I would say a colder thermostat is definitely probably one of the better things to do. But then again, you need to tune that engine for that coolant temp as well. In the old days, you couldn't just take we'll call your carburetor, your throttle body, right? You couldn't take a 450 CFM on a stock single plane and put a 750 on it and think that your car is making tons of power. Chances are it's probably not, because it would need to be tuned for that. So 1-barrel carburetor to a 4-barrel carburetor, and then you're going to need some fine tuning, jet change, air fuel metering, accelerator pumps. So even back then, people were tuning their car with those changes. But the only way you're really going to know is engine dyno, chassis dyno, or ETs at the drag strip. That's my advice. But if you're getting some bolt-ons and it doesn't come with a flash tuner to calibrate for those products, it's just jewelry to me. Thanks for watching.